Jai Hind to all. This is Vivek Srivastav sir, and I am here for your online classes for class 7, and I will describe you the chapter 1 of history, and the chapter will be tracing changes through 1,000 years. It means the changes that we face in the thousands years ago. I am going to describe you that in this chapter, right? So beta, first here are two maps given in your book, and we have to take a look at these maps. The first one, these maps that are made by an Arabian geographer known as Al-Idarsi. The section reproduced here is the detail of Indian subcontinent from his larger map of the world. What about map 2? Map 2 shows us 1720 by the French cartographer. The two main maps are quite different, even they are same area. Okay, so and in Al-Idarsi's map, South India is where we would expect to find North India, and Sri Lanka is the island at the top in the first map. Okay, place names and marked in Arabic, and there are some well-known names like Kanauj in UP, spelled in the map are as Kanauj, Q, started from Q, and we write Kanauj from K. So map 2, what about map 2? It was made nearly 600 years after map 1, during which time information about the subcontinent had changed considerably. This map seems more familiar to us, and the coastal area in particular are surprisingly detailed. This map was used by European sailors and merchants on their voyages. Voyage means traveling by sea. Okay. So equally important is the fact the science of cartography differed in two periods. Okay. When historians read documents, maps and texts from the past, they have to be sensitive to the different historical backgrounds, the contexts in which information about the past was produced. Now the next topic, that is the new and the old terminologies. Okay, if the context in which the information is produced changes with time, what language and meanings. Historical records exist in a variety of languages which have changed considerably over the years. Medieval Persians, for example, is different from the modern Persians. It means the medieval, the old Persians are different from nowadays Persians. Difference is not just with regard to grammar and vocabulary. The meaning of words also change over time. Like the term Hindustan, for example, today understand it as India. The modern nation state, when the term was used in 13th century by Minhaj Siraj, a chronicler who wrote in Persian, he meant the area of Punjab, Haryana and the lands between Ganga and Yamuna. It means what was Punjab? The land between Ganga and Yamuna. He used the term in political sense of land that were a part of dominance of the Delhi Sultan. The area included in this term shifted from the extent. By contrast, and extend to Sultanate, but the term never includes South India. It means there were no South India written by Minhaj Siraj. By construct in the early 16th century, Babur used Hindustan to describe the geography. It means Babur used Hindustan first time, and the fauna and the culture of inhabitants of the subcontinent, as well as we see later, this was somewhat similar to the way of 14th century poet Amir Khusro used the word Hind. While the idea of geographical and cultural entity like India did exist, the term Hindustan did not carry the political and national meanings which we associate with it today. Clear? So beta, historians today have to careful about the terms they use become. They meant different things in the past. For example, a simple term like foreigner, it is used today to mean someone who is not an Indian, that is known as foreigner. So, in the medieval period, the foreigners were known as strangers who saw in given village. Appeared saying given village, someone who was not a part of the society or a culture is known as foreigner. Clear? A city dweller therefore might be regarded as a forest dweller, as a foreigner. It means any person who lived in a city, when he go to the forest, in the forest area, he is known as a foreigner. Okay? But two present livings in the same village were not foreigners to each other, even though they may have had different religious and caste backgrounds. So beta, that was the first video for your class that is related to history chapter 1. I will meet you in the next video with some more interesting topic. First of all, you start watching these channels because we don't know when our offline classes will start. So please cooperate with us and watch the channel carefully. Thank you. Have a nice day.